We're saved. Turn the music extra loud. 100% 100 games? Negative. Negative. To Solcherno? Oh, God. Okay, so this is the first replay from our very own Air Jordan, or how do I pronounce that? Or Jordan? I don't know. Alright, so the Object 430 on proc. I don't see anything too egregious as far as ammo load, as far as equipment. This looks pretty good, dude. Air Jordan's correct? Okay. Dude, 40 or 596? That's disgusting. That's actually kind of gross. That is actually kind of gross. So the first thing I'm thinking when I get in a 430 on Mali is I'm probably going to go hill. First thing I'm thinking is I'm probably going to push hill. This position here has potential to be good depending on what the enemy does as far as scouts. That said, it's sort of a nothing spot for the time being. This would be a good shot. Just unfortunate it didn't pen. Or not didn't pen, but hit the ground. There's 2 Arty, and 2 Arty is kind of shitty. Hey, Sotar. So passive play isn't necessarily the worst thing you could have ever done in the history of time. Savory, by the way, hello and welcome to the stream. My worst pickup line? Oh, dude. Everything I say is a bad pickup line. In some way or another. Can we deduce where the light is? Can we deduce where the light is? So, the issue you tend to get with that is it's a T49, right? And sort of... to Cry Spy. Thanks. I think I know you too. Hello. The issue with sort of guessing where the light is right now, right? Or Crispy? Cry Spy? Cry... Oh, God. Is it Crispy? Don't tell me it's Crispy. I'll be really upset. Rorschach 7. Thanks for the follow as well, dude. Not Crispy? Oh, good. Good. I was gonna cry for a minute. I don't totally get the base play here. I mean, the Sent 7-1's in a bad position, sure, but you have 2 Arty. Like, they're going to deal with that. Where I would go right now is I'd be up on hill with the Yutas. Because look at the team deployment. It's the most valuable tool you have. Your map and... Yes, Kay, I'm still here. Yes, I am here. Will not play better? You think so? What about the T-54 and TS5? And 2 Arty, Andrew. Or, not Andrew, North. Sorry, Stormheart. Unfortunate. Doesn't matter? I don't know, man. I had a hard time deciding where to go. I thought the platoon was going to play the South Rush. I see. I mean, I agree now there's really nothing to do, because if he pushes hill, he gets Arty'd, right? Who's OP in these? This is the inherent problem with Malinovka. It's so campy, and then when you get Arty, it's the whole play is just get fucked nerd. You could basically change the title of the map to get fucked. That's it. The nice thing you have here, sort of sitting where you're at, is you have 2 really terrifying artillery along with some nice TD support. You could just perma spot this and you're good. You're set. That said, Arty's always gonna fuck you shit up. Best play is not to play. For this map, jokes aside, the best play right now is to not play. Like, you're right. It's just a matter of where you let go of the keyboard. And for me, I would let go of it either in this bush or in that bush and just wait. Because... what else is he going to do? What's he going to do? There, like North said, fair play. Up on the hill, he just waits to get Arty'd. And if he doesn't, he pushes into possibly a TS5 and NSC 101 along with some other sneaky shit. The Email 2 is probably going up there. Like, yeah, if you peek, you get Arty'd. So, I guess we'll pause here. This is sort of one of the replays This is one of the replays where patience is a virtue. Realizing he has to just wait and just exist for that upcoming sort of opportunity is the way. Skip halfway through. All right, we can skip it. We can skip it a little bit. Go 2 times, see what happens. So the 200 is going on a spot run, which is interesting. It looks like you're going with him. I'm not down with this. Not down with this. Ken Crater. It's just, you don't have a lot of freedom with it. Good shot. Rush coming over with the artist. We're going down 3 minutes. Yep. Pretty much. Show new mic. Nice, Reckless. What'd you get? Out of position? I mean, risk versus reward again, right? Sitting here fighting a TS5. Big boy mistake, Reno. Big boy mistake. You were better off back with the 1815 and just waiting. You know? Just waiting. I don't know what that is, but I hope you like it, Reckless. This, ill-advised. Ill-advised. It's time to leave. This is very much a on your feet, soldier, we are leaving kind of moment. We are trying to leave. Oh, we're only missing Captain Price. Other than that, it is time to fuck right off and leave, dude. Other than that, it's time to leave. Let's prep another replay. We got this going here. Who's crazy? It is. Hey, Rorschach. Oh, I know what we're watching next too. Nice low tier game as well. So you're gonna smell your fear. Oh god, the police. They're here. T4 and ICBM coming. I don't know, man. Okay. This is a risky play. This is a risky play, and it's worth noting that, right? You have a broken fuel tank, which could mean one shot, could simply mean the end of your tank. What's the song called? I have zero idea. No idea. You have an unlit T100. There's 2 arty left that are no kind of arty to fuck around with, and you have a TS5. So now you've dug yourself into a permalit position for no real benefit, right? There's no real benefit. That said, we'll see how you play it. There's the first arty. Will we get number 2? So the T100 moved. Your own arty tracked you. Or stunned you. Now you commit to the poke. You're going to take another hit. The fact you didn't get penned either these times is very lucky. Hopefully you kill secure this TS5 at least, because I don't see this play being anything other than you're dead. Okay. Now here comes the T100 because he senses blood in the water. You're still alive, which is fantastic. The T4 doesn't have the derp, and you died to Artie. You could have won this game, I think, Jordan. I think you could have won this game. As far as the play sort of... I don't totally get the reasoning coming this way as far as committing to the TS5 like you did. With 2 Artie alive, right? It's just... There wasn't... I'm sorry for repeating myself, Captain America. Yeah, you got lucky with the bounces. Sorry, man. When I get into a speech pattern, I sort of run with it. It's subconscious at that point. This game, what sort of prevented it from being a great game, just an okay to great, are the overcommittal with no real reason, no real seemingly thought behind it, right? There was no point to sort of pushing this. You could have pushed even down low and around if you wanted to. You could have camped and just waited, which I think was the better play. Hill was lost. You couldn't push that. As a whole, just your team was sort of forced apart. There was nothing to come out of this. TLDR, Bush Camp probably would have helped. The overcommittal in the TS5 sort of alone wasn't ideal. All in all, an okay game, right? Because statistically, 2,500 combined isn't the worst thing in the world. It's not like, Jesus, that's horrible, right? It's just okay. It's not, unbelievably terrible. Thank you for sending in the replay. Hopefully, I don't know, something was learned from that? I don't know. We'll try another replay now, though. In the Tier 6 AMD from Misyandor. WZ one times you cry? Why? Wait, you mean the 120? Roaring Frog. Thank you. What's wrong, Reckless? What did I do? What? What? 110 is Re? Alright. Wheelie Boy. And he has the big gun. Personally, I don't use the big gun on this. I use the little itty bitty tiny gun. The little itty bitty teeny weeny gun. Send it, calls, please. Please send. Take it so bad. I think it's fun with the small gun. That's the 110 Dream Begins. Cry Spy, you are right on there, man. You are right on. I could not agree more. $84.95. Okay, Master, you're fucking joking. Oh, God. Turtle game? Can't tell if your gamer needs a hug. Can I hear Reckless? Sorry, dude. I can't. Very uncomfortable on that side of Malika for sure. Almost want to split the hill. Gotcha. Gotcha. Reckless, I'll be honest. I don't really want to watch that. Alright, first things first. As far as this game, I guess you can get away with playing as kind of like a flanky boy. Yeah, that's me, Zen. That's me. Hello. Welcome to the stream, dude. What's your in-game name? Maybe I remember. I'm sorry, Reckless, but like, dude, you exist? Alright. Doom Turtle? Right on. As a whole, this passive play is fine. The biggest issue with the Tier 6 wheel tank is it's not that fast, and the view range is not good. Now, here's the issue with this replay. What do I learn from this? You lost 2 tanks, did 4K, and fucking annihilated the enemy team. What do we learn from this? That's what I'm trying to say, like, it's a great game you had, congratulations, but like, there's nothing. There's nothing to learn. I'm sorry. 'Cause Turtle? No. So you're a weird PM? I don't remember, but it's okay. I like to think I'm not that toxic of a person. I can be. The K6 bush would be better. The K6 bush would be good, sure. Sure. Farming is a skill, Nick? It is, but not when your team annihilates the enemy team. It's okay, Zen. So, we're a few minutes into the game now. That hurt. That hurt. You're down 2 crew members, the most important being the commander. I hope you repair the commander. A lot of this game has been spent doing nothing. This is exactly sort of what I mentioned in regards to, sort of not being effective. Now, for those that are curious why I said repair the commander so the gunner, I know for a lot of people it's a very basic sort of assumption, right? But the reason you repair the commander is because when your commander's dead, your view range gets cut down to almost nothing. Like, we're talking like 150 meters view range. And for a wheeled tank, let alone a heavy tank, that's fucked. That's fucked. So whenever your commander's dead, outside of maybe a loader and like a brawling, like, you know, a Himmelsdorf scenario, you need to be getting that commander back up. The other thing about the wheeled tanks that we discuss a lot, and it seems Bucket and Malrig have made it clear, is you're a wheelie boy. You have 4 sort of parts in your tank with the best armor in the game. Use it. Albeit, I understand it's not quick, it's not super fast, but use it. Alright, try and send it, Reckless. Hopefully it's worthwhile. Type of bucket? What do you mean? What do you mean? Correct, when your commander's dead, you don't have 6th sense. That's true. Okay, Volatile actually looks like a good game. Particularly, it's not a game where you played well and just sent it. It's a game where it sort of turns out close, so. Because it looks close, I don't know. I know you said that, Squatch. I reiterated, don't worry. Don't worry. Hey, anti-light mode. Such a cute tank, oh whoa. You can't really push till late, Missandar. I agree with you. Alright, fine. We'll look. Play one right now, actually. Nice. Now we get to shoot. Nice pen. Unfortunate. Or Willy West trolling? Yeah, YOLO around, goof on people. You know? Goof on some folks. It's like trash. It is not as good as the other cars. That's absolutely true. Nice track shot. Someone's missing the go-kart. They'll go W key. I mean, you can in this replay bug, I guess. Oof. The only issue with him right now is he doesn't have a lot of HP, so he can't really be as aggressive as he was before because he lost so much HP early. Now, this should be interesting. Does it actually send? Okay. So here's what we're looking at now. Right? Let's take a... Whenever you're in a scenario like this, your map, being this late in the game, becomes even more important than it already was. Okay? What Squatch said as well is very fair. Sitting still negates the best part of the wheeled tanks. That said, for the start of the game, I get it in this instance because Ghost Town is so sort of campy. I mean, you're basically relegated to a third of the map, right? Depending on how the enemy team deploys. The other thing I try to make clear for a lot of people is your tank. You need to get away from the tank stereotypes in the realm of I am a heavy tanks do X. You are an AMD. You do X. It's not all light tanks, not all heavy tanks, not all medium tanks play the same. It's a broad title to describe a certain type of playstyle, right? Whereas you don't need to be so sort of beholden to it. Nice pen. Not yet, boss. Oh, sorry. Well, sitting in a bush is fine right now because it's just him and his team, or it's him and his teammate, right? There's nobody to support. It's just him doing his thing. This guy, I don't think has any idea what's going on. Now's, I mean, good track, but now's where I load AP. I don't know why you're still firing HE. Yes, Wednesdays and Fridays, then. Wednesdays and Fridays. Saint, I don't disagree, but you gotta look at the context of the game, right? Spotting doesn't matter right now. There's nothing to spot. It's just, right now, he needs to exist. I guess you're perma-tracking for your teammates, but right now, damage is important. You want to knock this tank out, right? You want to carry the game. Now, here's the thing. As well, as far as the mode he's playing Assault. Couldn't pen with AP? Oh, okay. Fair play. I didn't see you try, so I wasn't sure. I didn't see you try. Upload it to Watt Replays and then whisper to me on Twitch. Now we get the fun scenario, okay? Looking at the map and the mod I have, we can tell the KV-1, 25 TP, P43, and Gorilla are unlit, right? We have a minute and 56 left. Right now, as far as winning, we are waiting at the clock. That is everything right now. The clock is how you win. You probably don't go on to kill all these guys as far as if you had all the time in the world. That said, the clock is how you win this, I have to imagine. Now it gets interesting. So, what he was doing, again, I know for a lot of people here it's very basic. When the bushes are like this, right? They're opaque. They're not transparent. They give you sort of amplified camo, just to make it very simple, you know, in very layman's terms. Whereas when you're close enough, they're transparent, you can see through them. You lose the camo value that the bush provides. So that's why you saw him not just sit there. He saw they were transparent, fired the shot, and realized, okay, it's time for me to move, because I know I'm lit from that. That was a good play. I think you guys win this. I don't see how you kind of can't in a minute. Thank you, anti-light mode. Wait, you did it, Monkey? You got your 2 marks? Nice, dude. Congratulations. Okay. That's new player abuse. This man in the P43 has no idea what's going on. Actually, wait, never mind. It's not new player abuse. That's just player abuse. At this point, Soon has no ammo. Oh, interesting. Okay. Talk XP on a win at 261 ranked. Oh, God. $105 on this guy. This was a really great game as far as the last portion of it. Sometimes being alive is more important than dealing damage, especially based on the mode. That was great. It was the end of the clock. Your platoon mate was so far back it wouldn't have mattered if you died. Yes, Wheezy, thank you. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, Reckless. As a whole, you know, at the end of the replays, I tend to do sort of a TLDR, right? A little summation. What we could learn from this game is you're a wheel tank. Be quick. Spot around. Do stuff down here. Do stuff up here. Do stuff sort of in this area here. Spying the cross early. You have some speed. You have some speed. in regards to how you played damage wise, you were kind of useless in the beginning here, right? Kind of playing this ridge. There was nothing really to spot. There was nothing really to shoot. It just wasted time. I understand why you sort of defaulted to that, because you can't really push in defensive Ghost Town. I get that. One thing you did great though is this is an exemplary replay as far as sort of drilling in the idea just because you lost 400 something HP at the start of the game does not mean your game's over. The reason his team won this is because Sandor and his platoon mate. Otherwise it just wouldn't have happened. The fact they properly used bush mechanics back over here at B9, they drew the clock out because they knew that's how they would win. As a whole, great game. Just because you get straight up fucked at the start of the game does not mean it's over. It does not mean it's over. It's very important to sort of keep your head up, I suppose. Alright, next is going to be a replay from Ejac and Evac, our favorite viewer on the stream. Ejac and Evac, dude. What a guy. Oh boy. Let's crack it open and we'll get going. Here we go. That Panzer scared the hell out of me. I don't blame you. You lost 400 something HP. What a shitter. What a shitter, dude. Not a file with files? What do you mean, Samosa? How is it in a replay? Oh! Upload it to Watt Replays and whisper it to me. Or send it to me on Discord, either one. Updated Watt since the Game Center, not a fan. Not a fan. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Alright. Ejac and Evac playing with Malrig and Frost. Oh, we got a bucket platoon going. No shit. We got a bucket platoon going. I'm not sure yet, Luan. I'm not sure. We still got 30 minutes left. Alright, first thing. Conqueror. Great tank. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. Thank you for all the replays, by the way. Lots of folks sending stuff in. Play like a shitter? That's okay. Okay. First things first. This position is not terrible. The only issue is the way your team deployed, right? You have two TDs far behind, giving you support if they commit over onto you. However, what I'm sort of thinking here is either a step ahead, right? I'm sort of thinking, alright, I'm here, my first plan is to try and get a shot here, and then from there, what's next? Always try and think what's next. Don't just do something with no sort of plan. Have an idea. As far as with this, what I'm thinking is I'm either going to...
Holy smokes!
Thank you for the host, Nunya. How are you? Normal. I'm either gonna make a push into the bowl, not yet, obviously, or I'm going to retreat back and reform with the sort of blob over there. Oh god, the strength of the Conqueror, your upper plate, and your turret. Committing into the bowl at this point, for me, I feel like I don't have enough information as far as what's lit and making this play. As far as support, all you've got is your T-54 platoon mate and the IS-3. And the IS-3 is even backing off. Or he looked like he was. Alright. That first shot, right there, that hit should tell you somebody's trying to shoot you from the left. Right? Somebody's trying to shoot you from the left. And the immediate play for me is back the fuck down. Back the fuck down. Great pen. No issue with that. However, you're a little overcommitted. As far as the poke, the position of the poke was fine. Or was poor. The position was poor. Basically never go here. I do tend to go here. Especially when I have a couple platoon mates in here. It could work. That poke was just not great. Not great. There was just so much risk for not much reward. Unfortunate shot in the Karn. You know, just not ideal. Horrible? Eh. Like I said, the premise behind the poke was fine. The way you did it wasn't good. You aimed at his lower plate and still shot and penned left with the gun mallet. Very lucky, or right technically on his end. Now what's lit, what's unlit? Scorp G, WZ, Type 59. Those are probably going to be at B4. Right now, again, think those steps ahead. Think those steps ahead. For me, your team is pretty blobbed up, I suppose. They're making a pretty concerted push at K5, which can really screw up your mid play. What I would be looking to do is what they're doing down on the K line, but the opposite of it, right? Hello, by the way, Gabriel. How are you? It looks like you've opted to go back and try and just crush the sort of flank while you have the opportunity, which isn't bad. It was either this push coming back to kill, or it was pushing through with the Scorpion and killing out of the flank. Great pen. I don't know why the S-Con pushed this far. It was kind of unfortunate. As far as what's next, the E50M is now lit, so the only thing that's left is the Scorp G. You know where everyone is. You have all the information available to you. Nice kill. Hello, I'm from Turkey. I like style of 249. I don't have it, BJK. Thank you for hello, by the way. I'm good, Gabriel. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Nice kill. Now they're putting on the pressure. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds to sort of prevent that cap continuation, right? You have 1 minute and 30 seconds to prevent that cap continuation. It looks like your platoon mate is doing a good job. However, wow, this is getting close. Okay, this is getting close. Bad games tonight? Maybe. You have tanks pushing the mid. You have a resurgence at their base, sort of on the CD line, and your base is under fire. As far as your own base, you've got the T-54 that can reset and should be able to reset. He's sort of the reason you're going to win or lose this. And right now, screw the E-50M. Screw that guy. The play right now is you turn the fuck around and you deal with the Mouse, T-30, and Patton. Fine shot in the Type 59, but you are getting dangerously close to being in a lot of trouble. One thing I'm noticing here as well, as far as your sort of positioning, you're revealing more of your tank than you need to, right? A little bit of television, sure. It's just... you don't need to show this much of your tank to get the shots you're getting, right? Ideally, you want to give them as little to shoot as possible. This way you still deal damage. The play from your team in the middle, in that blob, you never want to fight a sort of multi-flank war, for lack of a better phrase, because you're going to lose. you're 9 times out of 10 gonna lose. They opened up a flank at CD5. They opened up one at K5, and that allowed sort of not much focus from your team as in regards to being able to hold off a push. That said, as a whole, you did okay. There were some minor mistakes in regards to sort of the tunnel vision on base wasn't ideal. The fact you sort of sat this far up when you didn't need to. You're a conqueror. You have 10 degrees of gun depression, a great gun, and great turret armor. Use it. Everything this tank does well, you sort of didn't use. Right? You have the turret, you have the gun depression, you have the upper hull armor to play a hull down spot, but every time you poked was sort of completely disregarding that, right? TLDR, sort of the summary of the replay is use the tank to your strengths. Use the tank to your strengths. If we could have done better. Look at mine tonight. I'm not 100% sure volatile. I won't promise anything. Rolling Edge, like 2 more replays. Luan, we are watching your replay because it does look interesting. Fair warning, if chieftains and probably a lot of premium spam trigger you, watch out. If that triggers you, watch out. Slow and hold down stuff, understandable, Scout. Don't worry about it, man. It's the whole point you're setting in the replays, you know? Just my sense? I'll look. Alright. Oh, dude. Fame and Divine a platoon? Luan, you're not even in purple overalls? Holy shit, dude. Get the fuck off my stream. Luan comes here talking such shit. Not even 1 mark either? Oh, man. Fucking Alt F forward. Alt F forward. What a waste of a game, dude. What a noob. Oh man, this is the one time I have the opportunity to fucking talk shit about Luan. I gotta take it when I got it, man. Tier game as well? Tier game as well. This match should be just brutal. Oh, I see. I'm sure that's it, yeah. I'm sure that's it. I'm new. I'm new. Don't worry. Choose Bully Serious Massacre series. It actually isn't a complete massacre. It actually isn't a complete massacre, I promise. Less than 2 years? I mean, time isn't as much as games played. I wouldn't say you're a noob. If you played 20,000 games in a month, you are not new. You've played plenty of WoT. Great tank. I mean, you're spamming premium, you're hull down. The hell can go wrong? 3 games in 2 years? Yeah, I wouldn't call you new either. That's my point, Grim. I wouldn't call you new. I don't even think you'd call yourself new. Big farm, man. Now, I guess one thing to discuss, maybe? They're making a heavy push north. You guys need to crush this. Big farm. Play so much, some people have a lot of free time. Alright, this is a good pushback, right? This is a good pushback. He knows that his base is lost, and he needs to go back. A Tiger 2 and 4K5 are not going to hold back a 277. They're just not. We just got to... Alright, as much as I love to make Luan feel bad, this is actually a good play. a good replay. The first good one he's sent ever. His team has fallen to shreds, dude. To shreds. This is gonna be just good play from a good platoon that hopefully wins this game. You see the aggressiveness here? Every play he makes in regards to his positioning, there's a reason behind it. This is exactly what I mean in regards to some of the games we've watched tonight. Every play he's doing in regards to where he's placing his tank is purposeful. There's a thought behind it. There's a it's not just I am Tonk. Here I am. Shoot things. There's I'm gonna go hold down here, and I'm gonna prevent the base push. I'm going to X, Y, and Z, right? This is winnable because you're chieftains and you're all spamming gold, I'm sure. This push here is interesting. Good shot on the Lorraine. It does help. Good kill. Those are the Chiefs. It's probably a reasonable play, yeah. Or probably the reason behind it, sure. Your team is falling apart a fair bit. That said, the south push at K, on that K line, looks like it's gonna fall as well. Play tank, farm enemies, get damage. Pretty much, welcome to Watt. Again, here you see he's playing the game to his tank's strength. He's not playing it like a quote-unquote heavy tank. He's playing it like a chieftain. He's playing it the way the tank benefits, right? He's playing it sort of the way it's meant to be played. Every tank has its own playstyle. You cannot play tanks sort of by their class type. Every tank plays a sort of unique way. Mess up a couple times. Alright, we'll see. Great pen. Good shot. It's great you're conserving your HP at this point, because with the way your team is sort of falling apart, that was just a bad shot. That wasn't anything on your end. That was just bad RNG. That was unfortunate. Kill securing the M103 would be ideal, because then you know where everyone else is. Right? Hi, Llama. I guess you're expecting the 705 to go kill him? Or the 4K5? That said, this has been perfect play so far, outside of the sadness on the, outside of the sadness on the 277, it's been perfect play so far. BIA? I think they do more than a BIA. Alright, now this is, I guess, a little interesting, sure. Even with the spam and shit. Yeah, it might be EXO. I mean, he is from Fame, so he is from Fame. Nice pen. Artie doesn't have such big cojones now. I was a good player. I don't know. I don't watch much EU outside of like skill and Daki and sometimes QB. Okay, this match so far has sort of been the complete opposite of Scout's game in regards to, disregard the chieftain, the gold spam, the whatever. the simple fact is antithesis. Yeah, that's my word of the week. That's my word of the week. Every play they made this whole game, start to finish, has been to reduce the flanks that are open against them. Right when they were playing up on the hill, they tried to sort of kill what was there. Right, just to open the game. They saw they were pushing their Luan and his team saw that the enemy team were pushing his base. They left the main flank to come back and deal with it because it prevents the double sort of ended fight, I suppose. And again, at the end of the game, they just pushed to kill the 50 TP and the Artie. It's always about sort of limiting the flanks you can be shot from. I mean, there's potential to... I mean, discussing the positioning, the reaction to flanks is good, but as far as the actual gameplay... Oh, sorry, that's my fault. As far as the actual gameplay, yeah, no, there's nothing to learn here. It's just a chief spamming gold. What happens to strings? I disagree. I disagree with that. Two front wars never ideal. Actually, like, exactly. I mean, Luan, like, how can you disagree with that? Your reaction to the situation's great. Sure, obviously, I'll give you that. But as far as the actual gameplay, like, you're a chieftain spamming gold. Like, there's nothing really... You're arguably the best tier 10 heavy in the game. Just spamming premium at fucking tier 8s. There's nothing to learn. But the positioning, again, and the reaction to contact, I'll happily give you. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. I'll happily give you. It's just the actual gameplay is not really worth anything. Can we do a non-premium next? Sure. A non-premium. Alright, I know what to do next. Do Afon's replay for the... Nah. Volatile, I don't know, man. Maybe... I don't know, dude. Yeah, I'm very much with, Squatch. There's a lot of credits. Yeah. As a whole, I understand it's Chieftain. Everybody hates Chieftains. He's firing premium all the time. I understand. Regardless, the point that I want to drive home in this replay is prevent a two-front war. You never want to be in a two-front war if you can help it. Ideally, enemy towards the front, and you're set. You put tanks GG, Reckless. Come on, gamer. So again, TLDR, don't fight a two-front war. Don't fight a two-front war. Good calls counts as gameplay? Pretty much. Pretty much. Coming down to 5A? Agreed. I think so. That's you, actual. Flippin' confused then. Really flippin' confused. Alright, Fawn. Sneaky cat. Watching your game, dude. Watching your game. Okay, North Spawn 1375. Camonet is not ideal. I'm gonna assume you're low on credits. I do too, Luan, but outside of positioning, there ain't shit to learn there, bud. Outside of reaction to contact, there ain't shit to learn there, man. And I'm sure you know that. Or at least I hope you know that. Tonight just sucked. I'm not good enough to carry my teams with total shit all night. So I just log out and play Minecraft Candy Crush shit. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Hello. Hello. Good evening. Another day. Another new premium tank. Hope you're having a great day. Hi, Gen Man. How are you? How are you? This will be the last replay for tonight. That said, we do this again on Saturday, so just only a couple days. Cash for the win. Trying to play Chieftain. No bus left? Sorry, bus. No, erotic. That's exactly what you shouldn't send me. That is exactly what I don't want you to send me. Great for spotting. So, nice. No, bus. Because if people don't send others, like, if people send a bunch of replays, it gives me stuff to choose from. You know? Grillo, I think the reason you've been finding it worse is because it's quite obvious. It's quite obvious, right? There's not much to spot here, but Sandor's right. You could get away with being a little more in the bush, because you're not totally encompassed by the bush, I suppose. And the guys from H3 shoot you, yeah. Yeah, Verm, that's why I've been finding that sort of position a lot more difficult lately. Just due to the nature of it's so pre-fireable. It's so blind shotable, I guess. Right now, what I would do, looking at the map, I'd be under the bridge. I'd be under the bridge. You're spotting for no one right now. Look at how far back he is. The best play right now, Sneaky, you want to be under the bridge, like a little troll, farming those heavies in the side. At least in my opinion. At least in my opinion. That said, this is quite nice. A1 and AFK. It could have been, yeah. Because HE? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, what are you gonna do? It ain't the most egregious thing he's ever done. Right now, I don't know why you're committing to this. Because there's camo there. There's camo down there. There's things up there, maybe. That, you know, like, there's just so many angles, you can't, like, manage them all. And now you're just digging yourself into, like, a non-beneficial. There's the Lancet on the hill. And you're permalit by the Scorpg and a Tiger P. So is iCry. Alright, there's a weak point on the Tiger P you could have hit. On the front left and right of the Tiger P, there's an easy pen spot. First thing I can tell you, reaction time is a little slow. It's a little slow. Sort of your... How do I phrase it? Acknowledgement that something is wrong. See you later, Amon. Thanks for hanging out today. Can I trap myself? Yes. Have a nice day at work. Be safe, man. Be safe. Alright. So, as far as this match, you could have pushed maybe 2k damage, even close to 3k dealt, if you were under the bridge and then playing this position as well. What you kind of did here was you trapped yourself in, permalit by the Scorpg, and waited to get shot by the Lancet, the Tiger P, and sort of really just to no benefit. Again, I'm going to try and drive home as much as I can risk versus reward. Yeah, there were good early spots. I mean, the farm on the KV-13 was great. If anything, the KV-13 could have went to H3, but instead he went to the hill behind on the K-line. This game was not awful. 3k spotting, or 3k combined in a tier 7 against tier 9s isn't shit. It's not shit. As far as sort of your ability to make it something particularly special, was just unfortunate. Your reaction time to the situation, your sort of risk versus reward management was not quite there. Whenever you make a play, especially a committal play like he did against the Scorp G, the Lance, and Tiger P, whatever, so on and so forth, you need to be mitigating risk versus reward. Hey, Smash, how you doing? Saturday, Grim Reaper, Saturday. That said, again, not an awful game. There were things you could have done to have made this a very strong match. So, again, and at the end of the day, risk versus reward, use your map. Get a little forethought out of it, you know? Look at it, say, alright, there's tanks here, what does that mean for me in the position I'm going to take? There's tanks not here, what am I going to do? So on and so forth.